So, yes, I'm here again to talk about American domestic politics, and this is about where our money and priorities is going and how it's making your life better and worse. Do you ever think about how our money is being spent right now, especially with the current administration, and how it's effectively useless money, the way they're using it, and how it's not benefiting our lives and making our lives better as citizens? That's dead obvious. We're seeing what's happening to our economy right now, what's happening to the working class, what's happening to our quality of life, which I will admit has been suffering for a long time. Okay, this is not strictly due to Trump alone, but Trump is making it worse. And I want people to at least start at that acknowledgement point. He's not making the issue better. He's the guy that ran on grievances in politics. He's done this twice, three times. He's won twice out of those three times. He fed on the grievance of the failure of the American political system. He fed on the grievance of people suffering. Okay. And I do, trust me, understand why people feel the way they do at that point. Because we are all disappointed with this failed system. We are all dealing with a failing empire, and we've dealt with it for a while. Okay. People have lost sense of morale. People have lost sense of what they want out of their government. People have been divided into corners. People have been misled, misinformed. Um, we're just trying to get through the day and get to the and grind through. We're doing the grind to get ahead. I get it. We're all dealing with our own circumstances. And obviously, when you look at government, you look to government in a sense of what is that government going to offer me to make my life better and make my opportunities better so I can do better for my family and myself. I get it. And I'm not vilifying people for thinking like that. I understand. We're not going to always agree on everything, but you have to inform yourself. You really have to inform yourself. And here's the thing, this government right now is making all of our lives worse. And like I said in the prior video, we are all chained to a rhythm whether we like it or not. We don't have to agree with our brothers and sisters on what they believe, what religion they choose, what race they are, what country they come from. We are all chained to the rhythm. We are all working class people. We are all trying to find a better life for ourselves and our families. Okay? This is not a unique phenomenon. Okay? And you have to understand at some point and wake up and realize your neighbor is not your enemy. Okay? No matter where your neighbor comes from, no matter what language they speak, no matter what religion they choose, no matter what race they are or culture, and we should never shame society or anybody for embracing who they are because they should be proud of who they are. They should be proud of their roots. All right. And we shouldn't feel intimidated by that in American culture, which I want to remind people America's not what we envisioned. Okay. If we go back to history about America, it was never a majority white country. Our ancestors made it that way through their financial elite ties. Okay, from Europe. Okay, so wealthy white Europeans technically took the land of America. Okay, we have to understand history to begin with, and not be angry and deny history exists, because history doesn't change based on what we want to believe. Okay, so the reality is America was never originally what we visioned America. Okay, America was originally owned by Native Americans and Mexico. Yes, you heard that right. America was originally originated from Mexico and the Native American community tribes. That's what originally America was. Okay. That's before we knew modern America. Modern America was taken by the wealthy white European pilgrims. Okay, that's reality. And we did unspeakable things to change America into the way we want to turn it into. Okay. And unfortunately, history was whitewashed. So that's just reality. But aside from that, just acknowledge that reality. You don't have to be ashamed of who you are. I don't apologize for being white. I never did. That's not the point. I'm proud of who I am. I'm not ashamed of myself. I'm not apologizing for what my ancestors did. Okay? Matter of fact, I don't even know what my full ancestry is. I guarantee you it's a mixture of people that were slave owners and slavees. So I don't even know what my full history is. And I'm not apologizing for it. I'm proud of who I am. But being proud of who I am does not mean I deny other people's basic rights and existence. Okay, just acknowledge the truth for what it is. We want to strive for a more perfect union now. We're in today's world now. We got to move forward. But we cannot continue to feed ourselves lies and give the power of propagandists the power to lie to us continuously and divide us as a country. Our neighbor is not our problem. Our problem is the gatekeepers that are running our government into the ground for their own profit. Okay? They are the problem, not us. Just know that. We are chained to that rhythm. They're in their own elite bubble doing whatever the heck they want, and they don't care about the repercussions as long as they make more money. And this is why the empire of America is collapsing. Greed and money, corporate greed. They're sucking the country dry for their own profits. This is what we're witnessing right now. And now they got a loudmouth at the top who's continuing to distract people conveniently to keep the news cycle on one character who's causing all these problems and making them worse. Because all he cares about is attention. Me, 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 me. The camera's on me, me, me. That's Donald Trump 101. Okay. He's basically a larger than life celebrity con man who spent his whole life living for himself, only himself, and cares about nobody else. Okay. And if it takes him destroying a whole empire to make himself richer, you bet your butt he will do it. And you're seeing it you're witnessing the fruits of that. He does not care. So all you people out there still standing by Trump, that's your choice. You know, it's America, which I hope we still hold up as America after the era of Donald Trump. I don't know how long we're going to survive, but you know, you believe what you want, but own it. Own the destruction of what's going on. But I just want to let you know, if you're still standing by this guy's behavior and all his minions around him, he doesn't care about you. That's what I want to let you know, FYI. He does not care about you. You're just another peon in the street trying to make a living like the rest of us. Again, we are all chained to the same rhythm, whether we agree or not. You know? But I want you to look at the bigger narrative of the collapsing of the empire and what the real problem is. And I get it. People are mad about a lot of things. The government's not fully worked out for all of us. Institutions are failing us. Trust me, I get it. But I see the bigger picture here too. So I just want to let you all know you're part of the rhythm. You're chained to it like the rest of us. And your neighbors are not your problem. It's the failed empire itself and the people that are running it for their own agenda. Okay, that's all I want to say. You guys have a great night, great day. See you later. Goodbye.